Today we are making kuromame buns with kinako. It's a very Japanese bread and the best way to use up Osechi kuromame. The dough is high in hydration, but don't worry, it's easy to work with. Finish with kinako, adding a nutty aroma and pairs beautifully with the sweetness of kuromame. Let's get started. Since it's winter, we are starting with lukewarm water to give our yeast a good start. Whisk sugar, salt, and yeast until everything is completely dissolved. And add the olive oil. Whisk well and pour the mixture over your bread flour. And mix until shaggy dough forms, then put it together with your hand until the dough forms. Let it rest for 10 minutes. This allows the flour to fully hydrate, making it much easier to work with later. Now it's time to develop that gluten. We are using a slide and return technique. Use your palm of your hand to push the dough away, then pull it back. Do this about 40 to 50 times. It only takes about a minute. Once it's elastic but still a bit rough, we're going to give some impact. Smash it down 10 to 20 times. This builds the bounce. When the surface looks smooth, it's ready. Grease your bowl with the leftover olive oil, tuck the dough in, and let it rise in a warm spot for 45 minutes until it has double in size. While we're waiting, let's prepare the kuromame beans. We need about 1 cup of kuromame beans. Make sure to strain the syrup well. We want that natural sweetness but not the extra moisture. After 45 minutes, the dough becomes double in size. Gently stretch the dough into a 8 by 12 inch rectangle. Place the half of the beans in the center. Fold the dough over. Add the rest of the beans. And fold it again. Let it rest for 10 minutes to relax the gluten before the final shaping. Cut the dough lengthwise into half, then into 6 to give us 12 small pieces. Dust your fingers with the flour and pinch the sides. And don't worry if they aren't perfect. A rough finish gives it the rustic, artisanal look. Here's a winter fermentation tip. Place a container of hot water under your baking tray. It creates a warm, humid proof box that helps the dough rise perfectly in just 30 minutes. While we're waiting, preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. After 30 minutes, it looks almost double in volume, so pop in the oven for 15 minutes. After 10 minutes, rotate the tray to ensure an even browning. It smells amazing. While they are still warm, dust them generously with kinako, that is roasted soybean flour, that adds a nutty aroma that perfectly complements the kuromame beans. The dough is soft, but the beans gives it nice, wonderful chewy texture. It's the perfect balance of salty and sweet. I hope you will give this recipe a try, and if you do, let me know how it turned out in the comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more delicious Japanese recipes. Thank you for watching the video. Give me a big thumbs up and share the video with your friends and families, and consider subscribing if you don't want to miss any of my new videos. And follow me on the social media and tag me on your post if you give it a try. And join my happy eating group to share your food with me. And my store on Amazon has pretty much everything that I'm using in my video. And for more information, visit my website, princessbamboo.com. Thanks again, and I will see you soon. Bye!